Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw most, a lot of new things happen. But not new things, a lot of things happen. We saw the this African country get split up into multiple groups. We saw more colonization over here. Probably the big thing of the last episode is we saw m- um four countries being Wolffoot Empire, Green Team, Orange Team, and the UAE all go out and colonize down in Asia. But without or with that, let's get into this episode. Uh, So the first thing we see happening is going to be over here, in the Americas. Right. Oops. Firstly, we see the Cyantine and Catalonia discovering a ton of land around here. Yeah, just that too. Okay, we see Catalonia and the Cyantine discovering a lot of land around here, reaching all the way around the Great Lakes. They also this Catalonia will also discover much of the lands of the north, these areas here, and we also see a bit of exploration southwards. Now we see two new people, not real new countries, but two people who haven't colonized yet, joining in on the colonization. Firstly, the French team is going to make a landing up in Newfoundland and will claim over the entire thing, as well as much of the lands right here. The other new country colonization is going to be dark blue country here. They'll make a small land. Oops. They'll make a small landing right down here. And from here, we'll just explore much of the lands in this area, eventually getting out this about to here, and then I will show what the treaty is. And here we have our peace treaty, or not peace treaty, a treaty. Firstly, we see Scientine gets all this land here. What's going to make it? They also got all of these lands inside of here. Next, we see that Catalonia will get all of this. Next, French team get all of this land here. And we see the Dark Sign team gets all this here. So that's what I just did up there. Alright. Okay. Moving on from over there, we head up to Europe. Here we see the no these Nordic countries discovering all the land around the Baltic Sea. as well as lands into Finland and almost every country that exists here is just expanding into these areas or exploring into new areas. Also see countries exploring here, and they explore more along the trade routes. Lake Baikal, well, Lake Baikal country will eventually fully discover. Lake Baikal is just a lake. And here we see something. We see that Lake Baikal, India, and some of these other countries throughout here all will realize, hey, we're directly north of you guys. We probably could just head down through here. So that's what they're going to try and do. India will start making their way up, but the Himalayas exist throughout here, through here. So that's as far as the two sides will go. But we see Baikal expanding into these new areas. Something that looks like this. So it's going up here, almost completely encompassing Lake Baikal. The trader routes will focus up here. So now, Lake Baikal country is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, country in the world. Next, for all the other countries expanding, Denmark is going to claim only all of this. I say only because they used to claim a lot more near where other countries were, but they will also claim around the entire northern part here. As for Leningrad, they going to they are going to claim all of this land right in here, meeting up with Russia. Next, we see that Norway is going to claim something a little rather weird. They are going to claim all this and here, now looking something like this, and between part of the treaty between Denmark and Norway. Denmark will get that and trade for Norway, getting straight up from here. So now Denmark owns all this. Or Norway owns all that. As for the Cielo country here, they're going to have probably, if not one of, if not the greatest expansion for country's size in history, claiming something that now looks like this. There to here. Next, Russia is going to make their claim, moving up something like this. And going down throughout here, having a relatively normal border until meeting up where the green team is, where things get really weird. Russia will claim this. Now for the green team, They don't have much access out to these areas, but they will claim something that looks like this. So you'll get all this. As for the red team, they will get all this. So I'm giving them now. Alright, so the red team claims all this. Alright, the gold team will claim just that. This purple team here is going to claim uh some of, if not some of, like the greatest land expansion in this general area in a while. Look at the triggers. They'll use something that looks like this. And of course, I'm just going to set that real quick. That, oh, this looks super ugly. And for the final country expanding in this general area, we see dark red country expanding. This dark red country will be expanding out all the way into these areas up in here. One of the longer countries they are. Okay, and actually, they're also going to claim, for whatever reason, this weird little pocket right here. But, of course, the Wolfit Empire. I think I called them the Red Team earlier. The Wolfit Empire is going to expand out as well and click something that looks like this. There. So that's all the expansion over in there. Next, something rather simple. The Pro-Catalonian. Let's join up with Catalonia. It's Pro-Maltans. Join up with Malta. That's fairly simple. Down over in this region, from which I'm just going to sum it up. But all of this land, yeah, okay. All of this land in here and up to about right over here is fully discovered. And I'm just going to do another treaty for what all this is going to look like. So to start off, we see the Wolfa Empire will get these games here. And like I always do, I'm just going to remove this because it's ugly and nobody likes it. And I wish it never existed. We're going to do the same here. The green team will get this, that all. Let's see. Pakistan, getting that. India, get all this. Surlov straight line, aka Oman, will not be getting that, but instead only this. Vietnam, get all this. South China will be getting all of this. So there's this bit here. Korean Union, get all this, as well as this up here. Skivity China, hazing, we'll get all this, as well as this bit down here. And regular China, we'll be getting this. Sticking over here, we see something that probably would end up happening sometime sooner or later, but it's happening now. And we see the split of the Korean Union. So we have North Korea is getting all of that land, and South Korea will be getting all of this land down here, as well as the colony. And these two islands, and they will also be splitting up to Japan, kind of. No, neither of them are going to take central areas. North Korea is only going to be taking this northern island up here, so we'll remain with a country right there, whose capital is going to be right in this city here. Okay. As for the colony that they have over here, it's going to be given to South Korea, as North Korea got more of the land. But South Korea is actually going to do something, as they are desperately in need of money. They're going to firstly give this small bit of land to them here, independence. Right in there is good. So the colony here is going to be given independence, and their capital will be right here. As for this over here, they're going to look for someone to sell it to. And yeah. And the next major event we see happening is finally, after a long time, these two trying to do this, Catalonia and Denmark will connect up their colonies and explore land. And so, exploring more up in here. Denmark is also going to realize, hey, Tanzania is over here, and the two of them will work together to connect up their discovered lands as well. Also here, the rest of Madagascar is discovered, and more of Africa is discovered, as now all the countries are trying to move inland. And like I've done over in Asia, Europe, and North America, I'm going to pause this real quick. Alright, so here we have Tanzania. Nah, where's it missed? Of course, it's right. Oh, okay, so Tanzania will get all of that. Now we're looking like a great African empire. Denmark will gain all of this. Catalonia will claim this. We see this, like Algeria, Tunisia country getting all this. Malta is going to be getting this. Libya will get all of this here. Egypt is going to get some of the most land, getting all of this. And then see Yemen getting this. See this land here being by Somalia. And down here, see once again Tanzania getting that. And let's see the green Persian team getting that half of Madagascar. This green is this Persian country up here. And now for the last and final event of the episode, going on to the alliances. This is what they all look like. But that obviously is going to change. And we're going to start off by adding members to the Square Alliance. We don't see too many joining, only a couple being this yellow country right here, and this the Farmers Union country, and Greece joining. And back over to Farmers Union, show their name. They're going to unionize with this very poor country. Like that country had nothing going for them, so they just unionized with these guys up here. Capital gone and everything. Next, we see the Circle Alliance. This one has quite a few members joining. Firstly, we see uh, Rome joins. Next, we have Yugoslavia joining. This red team here joins it. And Dark Science team will join. Actually, real quick, back to the Square Alliance. We also have Sicily joining it. And now we see the formation of a new alliance, being the Diamond Alliance. And this one is going to have a lot of countries joining it. It'll start up in here with Norway joining. Then we have Northern Norway joining. Next, Mesopotamia will join it. Let's see. Egypt joins. Yemen will join. Oman will join. India joins. And Vietnam will join. And the Lake Baikal country will join. And also Tanzania will join as well. Now, we'll click back to square and circle alliances. We see that regular China and North Korea will join up with the Square Alliance, and we see South Korea joining up with the Circle Alliance. Yeah, some other people joining that are awesome. And says, the Lime team rejoins Circle Alliance too. And that will do it for today's episode. I am going to add in colonies, or like the alliances shown on colonies, after I'm done recording. Um, but yeah, that'll do it for the episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.